Okay, we got to talk about the Wacker Neuson drive system that actually makes this thing vibrate. So this came out of an SC2, SC3. This system that they use is a MAL system. I'm going to tell you why here in a minute. Now, believe it or not, this failed at about 500 hours, which is ridiculous. The machine that this failed in was actually really decent condition. It was owned by me personally, and I had to find out the hard way what the repair inside these drums was. Now, this is the exciter. This is driven by one of these gears, and it sits there inside that drum, and it spins at so many RPM, it makes the downforce pressure vibration that you need to compact reliably. And you know what? Those machines, I've worked and ran both of those machines, SC2, SC3, Wacker Neuson, and I've also used the BOMAG, which does not use the line of sight system like the Wacker Neuson does. Now, how can you tell me or tell anybody that knows anything about mechanics that you're going to go ahead and you're going to mate a nylon drive type gear system with an all steel gear? And this is supposed to last for what, maybe thousands of hours? Yeah, I don't think so. So when we pulled this thing apart, I saw this gear in there and I thought, oh man, there had to have been some sand, some kind of aggregate had to enter this and get in there. Maybe a chunk of metal broke off. Well, there was nothing in the drum besides hydraulic oil. You know what? And the hydraulic oil would not have been good in this situation, because guess what's going to happen? You're going to get the oil in between there, and all this has to do is slip a little bit. It's going to carve a flat spot, and now you're screwed. I'm not saying the oil is what took this out. It wouldn't take anything but oil, a few grains of sand, a rock, a piece of metal, and then we're done. We're dead in the water, just like this machine. Now, an all-gear drive system should consist of the same components from front to back as would any. Regardless if you're driving this, the funny thing is, if this is on an electric motor or hydraulic pump, or even just straight mechanical, directly off an engine, you cannot have a system like this that's going to hold up for any given period of time. Like I said, this machine only had about 500 hours on it. That's ridiculous. The funny thing is when I called Wacker Neuson, I asked them, what in the hell's the purpose of this? And I kind of thought maybe this is what they would say. Sure enough, they said that this was kind of like a breakaway system. So this would start to do this, and it would save the other components from being damaged. Well, I don't really buy that, because the only thing that's in there to damage it is the hydraulic pump and that exciter, which this exciter has got a little play in it. It's not bad, but we could have reused it. But since we already ordered the parts anyways, because we figured that something else was really awry in there besides this, we went and ordered this anyways. Now, you cannot tell me that they weren't thinking ahead and they thought, should we really do that? Or should we use an all-steel gear system drive type setup? You cannot, and I'm going to say this for the third time, you cannot tell me or anybody that works on mechanical devices of any nature would look at this and go, oh yeah, that's a great idea. Oh yeah, that'll work. That'll be in there for 5,000 hours. It'll be bulletproof. Baloney. Now, if your machine, and this is what this one started to do, it'll sit there and you'll try to engage the drums, and you'll hear a kind of a whining noise, like this, and a sound like this. You hear a clanking. Well, what's going on in there is this gear is spinning, and it's kind of halfway catching that nylon outer drive gear there, and it's sitting there and it's clanking. It can't get a full bite on the gear, so it's just going to sit there and spin, and you'll hear this, and it won't be making any vibratory whatsoever. That's what's going on inside your system. To make these things bulletproof, guys, you got to get rid of that gear and use two of these. That's the only way around it. Get two of these, put them together, even if it's not an oil bath or whatever, and you get any kind of material in there, rocks, sand, chunks of concrete, you got so much of a better chance putting up with one of these than you would buying a new one of these and taking a chance. Like I said, both of these machines, the BOMAG with the Kubota, the Wacker Neuson SC3, SC2 with the 3-cylinder Kohler, which I'm not a big fan of, but it seems to be a pretty darn good engine setup. There is nothing that packs for the size and the weight better than one of these little Neusons. These things put the material in the ground and they put it down hard, like 15,000 pounds of downforce, and this is how they do it. But if you're going to reliably put down 15,000 pounds of compacting force, We got to start making things out of steel, not nylon drive gears. Anyways, hope this helps. If you have any questions about them stupid damn SC2s, SC3s, anything with the mechanics, the hydraulic manifold, the blocks, radio control, the remote, where to get batteries without having to order from overseas, get a hold of me. Unfortunately, I had to learn so much about these machines just so I could keep them running in the workplace that I'll never be able to forget all the information I unfortunately had to learn about these things just to get them up and running. Hope this helps. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.